Hello everyone and welcome back to Niche. And we are here on our middle island, actually preparing to move off to one of the flower islands in hopes that there will be a portal to one of the snow islands from there, because as you can see, we have jungle, we have looks like a medium difficulty grass island, and we have the easy grass island, and we don't have a snow portal this time, so we're currently trying to get to an island that might have one. So we're going to go ahead and start a new day. Thankfully it has rained, so that means all the bushes should have regrown. And Rota is going to eat from some of these healing plants. In fact, I think he has to go up this way. Oh, and let's come over here, and then maybe I'm going to have you do this. Yeah, we'll have Milana leap at that Spagmol and kill it, and then you can destroy the cactus and we will make sure to lick your wounds, and then we'll come over here, and on the next turn, unless the what's it called, the crabbit turns back, then we'll go ahead and get it next time. So you can grab this, and then we'll shake the tree, and we can grab that. And I think that's all the times we can shake the tree for this time. And then Rarasi can keep looking around here. Oh, here's some of these shells we can collect for next time. And then let's see. Oh, you have a leech. Okay, we need to get you to someone who can take it off. There we go, let's get that leech, and then we'll come back over here, and dang it, unfortunately, it turned only after she was no longer where she could reach it. So let's make sure we gather, and we're actually going to put you over here, and then we can gather from these. And then these guys are going to make their way up here. We'll destroy this berry bush. And I'm going to have them head up this way. And here we keep getting the spit snout. A lot of you guys too were asking, why don't I like the spit snout, or now it's derp snout. Well, despite the fact that, I mean, it's not as negative as it used to be. It used to be really, really negative. But despite the fact that it's not quite as negative, it is still a negative gene, because if you look at the derp snout, it has +2 smelling, whereas the saber fangs have +2 strength and +2 smelling, and the cracker jaw has +2 cracking and +2 smelling. So basically, the derp snout is a negative trait because it only has a smelling, whereas we have with our others, we either have strength or we have the cracking. So the reason that's negative is because it's taking away a potential good trait that we could have. And that's not something that we can afford to mess around with, unfortunately. So we do have to consider it a negative trait and treat it accordingly. I'm actually going to bring Ricola back this way as well. And so that's why we're trying to breed the spit snout out, because it's not helping us. It's not a matter of my personal preference, although I do like the saber fangs better, I think, too. The derp snout has its own charm, but it's more a matter of what is going to help our species survive, because this is the wild, and it's survival of the fittest. If a creature is not genetically capable, it's gonna die, and we can't afford to have that happen. So we need to think about what's best for the tribe, and the derp snout is not a good genetic decision. So that's why I'm trying to breed that derp snout out. A lot of you guys have been really, really, almost even upset about it. And, yeah, I mean, it has its own charm, but it's not a good gene. It's not helping us genetically, and, it's doing more harm than good. So that's why we're trying to get rid of it. There we go, let's get those. We already gathered those. Von. I'm gonna have you keep going this way. Oh, what? No. Okay, get out of the water. Who are you? Oh, Takuro, it's you. Okay. Let's get Nuke here. I wonder if you could bring a Wanderer with you. That'd be kind of interesting. Let's get these two on the ports. And then let's look over here. So we are trying to get the D and F gene and the A and E gene. Then we have E and D, so yeah, we want to bring Rariana. Especially, it's good because she's female too, and I've talked about that before, how it tends to be better to have more females than males because they can only breed once per turn. Whereas the male can breed with multiple females if they need to. So it's always good to see females with good genetics that we want to bring. So let's go ahead and start a new day. And I'm going to put Tricola up here. I'm going to breed them and I'm going to have her make a nest. What? Oh, that was just them. Okay. I always, whenever I hear that, I freak out slightly because I feel like there's a rogue. And then we needed Lala. The E and F. Was it U? No, E and F. It was, oh, where'd he go? We still have him around here, don't we? Was it someone? Oh, it was, he didn't have the horns, but we've been getting the horns. Okay, so it's Takir. And then was it Vanu? I know there was a male that we knew we could breed her with. Actually, why did we want to breed? I don't know. We might not want to breed Lala after all. We'll see. We'll keep her around here, though. There we go. Lara can actually cross over here. And then I'm going to send Von this way. We know now that the water over there is too deep. So let's see. You can come up here. Hey, no. No, siree. No. You are not allowed to eat our berries. And let's gather this food, even though it's just a little bit. Oh, and we have... Oh, what? Oh, he turned and saw us. Darn it. Alright, let's see, too. So Rariana is going to be ready to come with us. Let's breed these guys. So she has... Let's see. She has E and D. E and F. So, Restis is pretty good as well. We're going to keep breeding them. And then we already bred them this turn. Let's have these guys continue this way. We need to be kind of careful with him lurking around. We don't want him stealing our food. And maybe we'll try and get some of our cracker jaws over to this tree. Let's gather from here. And then our creatures over here will actually go ahead and fight that crabbit. We can gather from... My goodness, there's a lot of crabbits. Okay, let's actually get this group over here. There's not any more cactus. That's good to know. We'll have this group come over here. I'm going to actually send Kuro back up to hang out near this tree and help gather, shake the tree and gather, and Kome can actually come and help gather from this bush. Rota, I'm actually going to send Rota over here, and a lot of you guys are pointing out correctly that these guys could be good collectors because they have double paws, or they have the double runner leg, and yes, that is correct. So we'll have some of them do some of the collecting, and then over here, let's shake this tree, and were these two? These two are the ones we wanted to breed. Milala, we're going to put on orange, and the other two are the ones we're going to breed if we need to. And I'm going to have her come this way. So we'll go ahead and start a new day yet again. And what we're trying to do with these guys is we're just trying to breed out this derp snout and keep this K immunity in the family, because that is a very important gene to have. And yes, we have Von Duknu, who did not get the K immunity gene, but he does have F and B, and I think E and F, could he breed with some of these guys? E and D. Yeah, he can breed with some of these guys. So that is very good to see. We'll actually cut down this berry bush, and then I'm going to bring Restis this way, put her on blue, and then we'll come over here, and let's see, what about you? E and F, there we go. And then Chimera, if we need to, we can bring one of the derp snouts if we have to, but I'd much prefer not to if we can help it. So let's come over here. So far, Do any of them have full good immunity? Is there even a possibility? I think there is, isn't there? To have a... Oh no, there's not. So all of them are going to have at least the normal fertility. And then let's see. We can bring some of these guys if we need to, but again, like I said, I prefer not to. Let's keep exploring. And these guys can head out this way. So basically, our mission now is to just find as much food as we can. Oh, but we can actually kill that crabbit already. And we'll come this way. We're just trying to get as much food as we can. We can destroy that berry bush. In the meantime, oh, here is... We can gather that up, and then we'll come over to this tree. Keep moving this way. And then, let's see, these guys can gather here. And can gather here. Yeah, there we go. And here. And up here. And we'll come and maybe linger around here. There we are. So we're getting there. We're getting quite a bit of food too. And let's actually, if we can, you can hop over here and attack that crabbit. I'll have you come and gather these. And then these guys are going to keep moving this way. Here is another crabbit. And I think we're going to see... Oh, that crabbit may not turn around. Let's come over here because there's more shells we can collect over here. Make sure we're gathering these. I'm watching that crabbit to see if it turns, because if it does, we'll want to spring on it, but we might just have to wait until next time. Sometimes that's how it goes. And make sure we gather over here. And over here. There we are. It tends to fall in that spot, it seems. And we're ready with our next creatures. Yeah, we'll go ahead and breed. It's good. We're getting quite a bit of food. That's always good to see. And Racis actually is really good too, because she did get those Megalosaurus horns, but several of the others have not. And then Rariana is coming. These two are coming, so let's see. And we have Von Duknu. We're going to bring. And let's breed them. And then who do we? Oh, it looks like she didn't actually manage to get pregnant. Okay. I'm going to send these guys off. A lot of these, well, I'm not going to put them on orange necessarily, but if we're not bringing them for sure, then we're probably going to start moving them this way. And we could, yes, you can pounce this bunny. And let's see, Rariana, we could bring her, but I'm not going to necessarily mark her for bringing it. So we got this D immunity and this E immunity, I believe. Not you. Yes. So we're looking for, from these guys, we want to get this A immunity and probably F immunity. So neither of these guys, I think A immunity is more critical, because I believe these guys, yeah, they have the F immunity as well. And we do have it with Von Duknu here. So we definitely want to try and get this A immunity in, though, because that is not in this group. So we need to make sure A and K are the really vital ones at this point. Oh, excuse me, my voice is kind of derping up at the moment. And we can gather this, and it keeps falling right there for some reason. That spot seems to be very, very good with producing these acorns. And you can come up here and help gather. And we did lose one of our gatherers here, unfortunately. We can shake the tree again. There we are. And then these guys can fight some of these crabbits. I'm actually going to come over here, and they can gather this one. We can come down here and gather these, and then he can gather this crabbit. And we're going to make sure that we gather that up, and then we'll come over this tree, I think. And these guys, as long as they're not too old, I'm not going to be overly worried about breeding them. But we may breed them at some point soon here, if it's looking like we're going to be around long enough to need more collectors. But I'm hoping to get us moved off pretty soon, because this pair is getting a little bit older. So we gotta kind of move out fast. Oh, no, I didn't want to destroy the nest. I wanted to attack the dodo mango. Dang it. Alright, and then let's have this group over here We have some more crabbits we can fight. Multiple crabbits we can fight, actually. Can attack there. And come over here. And she can attack this crabbit. And he can't reach that one, but he can reach this one. And we'll make sure we're gathering from this tree. Ooh, lots of acorns falling this time. And these guys will continue moving this way. And I think we'll have you come this way. We've got Lala on standby here, sort of. Maybe she can come up and help deal with this Dodomingo issue we're having. Oh, we can attack this Dodomingo again. Yeah, and gather some food, too. Alright, let's go ahead and we will start another day. And the spit snout is, or the derp snout is still in the family. I was really hoping we could get rid of that, but no such luck. So let's see, let's have Von Dukenu come. So we may just have to content ourselves with having it for another generation, even though it is not the best gene we could have. So let's get these guys moving still. And we did have a male who has E and D. We have that same genetic combination with one of our females, so I don't think we're gonna bring him. Oops, I keep accidentally clicking on those buttons. That's not very good. Alright, let's see. So we bred them. Oh, you can actually kill this mole. We're doing okay on food so far. My one concern would be that we would have to go back and perhaps breed the cracker jaws again. But that's not too big of a deal if we have to do that. And then let's see. We may just have to content ourselves with bringing a derp snout baby. Even though I'd much rather get the saber fangs back in. Unfortunately, they're very recessive, and so it can be really, really hard to breed them in. Let's see. There we go. And we'll continue gathering, and continue gathering up here. And we can gather here. There we go. And we can't shake that anymore. Let's have you come gather these. And then these guys can keep moving this way and possibly... Oh, you can gather here too. And possibly look for some crabbits or something over here. There we are. And we want to make sure, let's gather this, shake the tree, and gather again. And then we can gather this one and come back. And I think that's about it for this turn, so we'll go ahead and start a new day again. Lots of babies being born. Still, all of them have this derp snout. It's very, very frustrating. These prehistoric genes can be really irritating to try and breed in because they are so very recessive. So even, and for some reason, I think we've just been getting really unlucky with them too, because it should be like a 50-50 chance for each gene, shouldn't it? I mean, recessive determines which gene displays, not so much which one is transmitted. So we've been kind of unlucky. Maybe I think there might be a transmission likelihood, probability in there as well. So I kind of do want to get moving because these guys are not getting any younger. Let's see. So these two cannot breed together. But I think, could these two? Yes, these two could. So what's important with these two is that both of them do have all three of our prehistoric genes, which means that even though we've lost some of the genes to these guys, and we've lost the horns to these guys, well, not entirely. We still have them in the inactive, but we're not going to risk losing them because we still do have a pair that can produce only the new genes. So what we're really waiting for is, let's look at this baby. Oh, good. Okay, so she got this immunity A. So Isco is going to come. We'll try breeding them a few more times, but Isco is definitely coming, and I think we're just going to have to settle for some of these spit snout babies. So let's take a look at some of these guys. So we wanted to get our K immunity in there, and we have B, so it doesn't matter so much whether we get the B immunity or not. Let's see, do we have... That's a male. Let's look at our females. I want to see if we can get a younger female. Chimera does not have K immunity. Rere does not. And Renala does not. Let's look at that. So the one is a male. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. This one's male. He did get the K immunity, but I don't necessarily want to bring him because we already have... Well, maybe we want to get more than one male. Although we're bringing Von Kier. Or no, aren't we? I don't know. We'll have to see. Lysana has it, though. So we're going to bring her. I think. And the rest of these guys will kind of just keep moving this way. You can come back to this tree and help gather. You can kind of wander this way. Some of the older adults did have it, but I want to try to bring younger creatures as a general rule, just because they're likely to live a bit longer. These guys already used up all their turns. And I think everybody's pregnant. Who needs to be pregnant? There we go. Let's gather here, and we can gather and then shake the tree and gather again. Gotta get down there and get that that shell too. And oh dear, why don't we have you come to the other side of the tree and you can gather. We are losing some of our creatures over here. Ooh, we're definitely losing some of our creatures over here. Oh, we gotta get her closer. Continue gathering from around here. There we are. And I'm actually going to send Milala up here. These guys can kind of keep their eye on this grass area here. And maybe look for some of those bunnies that we've seen disappearing. And here we go. And I think that's about it for this turn, so we'll go ahead and start a new day. Alright, oh, okay. Kirvonduk, okay, Kirvonduk is coming. So that's good because that's another male we can bring. Kirvonduk is coming. And Anara is coming. Oh, good. So we have some creatures. We don't have to bring the spit snouts, which is very good, or the derp snouts. So I think with that, let's see. I'm going to stop breeding these guys. KF. Can these guys... Ooh, no, I want to clear. I have to click over there. KF, KB. Let's see, KB... Okay, so these guys, those two could breed, and then our other male, FB, could breed with Anara. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we can stop breeding for now. I think we'll be alright. I'm gonna stop breeding these guys. And that's 1, 2. So we have 5 slots left. We had 2 more, and then Isco. We wanted to bring Isco because she has A immunity. And then Kirkirta possibly. We'll see. Now Isco does not have, she has ram horns instead of the Megalosaurus horns, so that's a bit of a disadvantage, but we do have 2 more spots for creatures, so we could possibly, I want to look for especially our creatures that have very, very good genetics. We'll have to see. Oh, and why don't you come up here? Aw, darn. We were so close. Alright, where'd that carnivore show up to? Hopefully it's... Where? I'm gonna go... Oh, he's back here. Okay. That's not too bad. Can you guys reach him? Not on this turn. But, yeah. These guys are capable of handling it. Darn it. We lost the mole, though. And let's see. I'm actually going to have a Nukirku move away, even though he's getting a little bit older. I'm going to leave these guys to handle the tree here. And he can get that next, so we can gather this time. And, let's see. I'm probably going to just start destroying these. Let's come down here, and we can get the mole, and next time we can actually get the food. And then over here, it's kind of just a matter of getting everybody packed up and ready to go. So let's move Lala. I don't think we're going to need to breed Lala after all. Von Kier, we can move out this way. And I think we're just about ready to go. I might not even bring all the creature, like I might not even really fill, oh, why did I do that? No. I might not even really fill up all the ports if we don't need to. It just might, we might just continue with 8 creatures, but we might bring a few extra along. We're doing okay on food, so that's good. And we'll probably have to stop to sort some genetics out a little bit on the next island too, but hopefully not too much. Hopefully we're going to get most of them pretty much sorted out this time. So let's see, let's make sure we gather and gather. There we are. And I'm going to start a new day. And there's another carnivore. Okay. He came to the wrong neighborhood. Let's see. So let's move Kirvan Duke. We're going to start moving him. And then Anara can come over here. And let's see. So we had Relara as well. We'll probably bring Relara. Yeah, we'll bring Relara instead of Eastcote because she has this A immunity. I think we have D immunity. I think. Yes, we have D immunity already. So we don't have to worry excessively about bringing that. And then of course, Kirta's going to go. And that should eliminate all issues we're going to have with that. So I think I'm going to stop breeding these guys. We'll just get her over here. And I think those will be the creatures we're going to bring. So for now, basically, the one thing we're going to want to do is just have everybody go and we'll search for, berry bushes. Oh, and additional food sources, and basically just wipe out as much food as we can get. And to try our very hardest. Oh, we can also probably come back up here, because yes, that one has regrown, and just try to get as much food as we possibly can. Destroy all the potential food sources we can gather here, and that clamshell disappeared. Aww. We were just a little too late with that. We'll destroy this, destroy this. You can come get this stag mole here. Oh, they keep seeing us. That's irritating. And, but basically we're just going to focus on getting as much food as we possibly can. There we are. You can grab this clamshell. We've got over 200 food, so I'm not excessively concerned. I think we're going to be alright. I should hope we're going to be alright. And are there more berry bushes around here that we smell? I smell, oh, I smell a mole. If we go here, we might move Mara over here and try to get the mole next time. I think we'll quickly go ahead and I'm going to send some of these guys over here to help deal with this berry bush when the time comes. And we'll start a new day. Some of our creatures have been passing away. You can actually step off and gather this and then come back. And Kirvan Duke is going to keep moving this way. Anara is going to keep moving this way. The trouble with our Saberfang line is that they are quite slow. But let's see. Let's get Relara to come this way. Move him over here. And then Kirta can keep moving this way as well. We'll have him go around. And next turn, hopefully, or the turn after that, we'll be ready to move out. We are almost done. These guys will just continue. Oh, we can kill this bunny. Come up here. There we go. And then, I'm just going to make sure all of our food gatherers are continuing to get food. We can destroy this berry bush. And we'll make sure we gather up here. Shake the tree. We can gather again and then hop over here and grab that. And then we can gather some of these. And then if we smell... Okay, it's looking at us right now. So I'm going to actually move you over here. Is it? No, it is turning. Okay. So then what we want to do is come over here, and there we go. So let's see. Then these guys can gather just a little bit of food they get each time. And you can come over here, gather this. We'll just do a quick sweep along the shoreline. Oh, there are more, in fact, more of our little acorns here. And I think that's about it for this turn. We'll go ahead. I'll have you come up just a little deeper in the swamp. And we'll just see if we can find anything. I think we'll go ahead and start a new day. Oh, good. The rain. Well, I don't know if we have any berry bushes we need to regrow, but I do hear a predator, which for us has come to translate out to snack. I'm actually going to scoot these guys, over here, and have them be on this side, and then we'll move these guys over here, and hopefully that will make it easier for these guys to reach. And then Kirkirta, are you able to make it? Not quite. And your sister Rulara is gonna need to come this way as well. Oh, I hope she can make it next time. I'm a little concerned she won't, but we'll have to see. And I'm just gonna go ahead and try. Oh dear. Okay, that was not as big of a problem as I thought it was going to be. Are there any more bushes nearby? No. There's bunnies though. And let's see. These guys can maybe, I'm gonna send some of these guys up this way and to see if we can find any more berry bushes up here. Oh, we can kill this bunny. Come up here. Oh, there is a mole, but we unfortunately lost that. There is another berry bush. We gather this, shake the tree, and gather. And I think that shell went away, but we can get this one, and this one, and this one, and shake the tree. And, oh, it fell beneath you. There we are. And we can gather from here. And let's see, are there any berry bushes over here that you can happen to find? Nope, but there's a healing fruit. And I think I might have you pop off and grab that, and then next time you can come back on. So we'll go ahead, we'll start a new day again. Oh, there is now another predator and a bird. So let's see, are you going to be able to make it? Not quite. We are so close, but yet so far. Oh goodness, but at least we have more berry bushes that we can destroy here. Let's have you gather. Can I click you? Yes. You gather these, and then you, maybe you can pop in here and attack, and then we can gather. And where is that carnivore that I just heard? Over here. Alright. So you can attack and attack and attack. And I hope you can make it back. Oh, excuse me for a moment. My apologies for that. My phone always seems to go off when I'm recording. Let's pop up here and grab this. And since we are going to have to wait one last turn, it gives us just a little bit of an extra chance to gather some more food, which is never a bad thing. And these guys can gather some food. And let's gather here, come over here, we can gather. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and start one last day, so we are getting extra food. There we go. And these guys, ooh, see rice. Hopefully that was not a very bad decision. I'm hoping. So we do have an extra slot left. I'm gonna go around and destroy. I did not realize she was that old. I keep forgetting she was older. Let's attack the Dodomingo a couple of times. These guys can look and see if they can quickly find any other food. No other food. Can we destroy this Dodomingo here? And we can come and take this out. We can gather, and then you can come help take these out. We can take this one out. And we're going to have quite a bit of food going into it. I'm not overly concerned about food for the next island. I'm more concerned about the age of some of our creatures. I did not realize how old some of them were getting. And here, we actually are right next to the spot where an ape could spawn. We'll take a sniff. I don't smell anything. Let's have you gather up this acorn and make sure we get this carnivore meat real fast. We can gather up another acorn. And I think that is about it for now. So I think we're going to go ahead, and we should have all of our immunity genes represented. We have 3 males, 4 females, and then 1 cracker jaw male, 1 cracker jaw female, who are not, hopefully not going to end up dying. We might want to try and pass this G immunity back into our Saberfang family and possibly pass some of theirs into the Crackerjaw family, but we're going to go ahead and travel to the next island. So we'll do that real fast, and then I think we'll wrap up the episode here and come back to the tribe tomorrow. So let's see. And we did only bring 9 of 10 creatures, but I believe they represented all of our immunity genes. So that is what's very important there. And let's look at our new island. Hopefully we have a snow port, and we don't. So probably head off here. Next time we'll have to stop, and the very first thing I want to do before anything dramatic happens is I'll just explore a little ways here. I want to see if we can find a natural spawning nest, but if we can't, then we're gonna end up just having her make one, because we do have an excessive amount of nest material. I tend to hoard it a little bit. So we're gonna have you make a nest right here, and these 2 are gonna start having babies right off the bat. And the rest of these guys, I don't think anyone else is super old. Like, I think our oldest creatures, yeah, these guys are all really young. It's Sea Rice who's really, really old. So hopefully Sea Rice and Nukia will be able to have some new Crackerjaw line babies, and we might try and mess around with mixing in some of these genes at some point too, just to get a bit more of an expanded Crackerjaw line. But for now, we're going to head back to this one next time and keep the tribe moving and see if hopefully this one will give us a portal back to the snow biome instead of these hot lands in maybe the south of the world. I don't know. They're definitely warmer though. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.